Greetings, everyone. This is Lady, and I just want to say again that I am so excited about Relationship Radio. I want to thank you all for listening on last week. We had a fabulous time. I had a fabulous time with my crew, and we are just enjoying the experience of being able to share with you all the information on relationship and relational things that are going on right now in life. We want to make it, like we say, raw, real, and relevant. Well, on this week, I want you guys to tune in, and please tune in at 8 o'clock sharp. On this week, we'll be talking about soul ties. The title of the show is that my body is here with you, but my mind is on the other side of town. A lot of times when people talk about soul ties, they talk about it in reference to how it affects women. But I'm going to talk about it in reference to how it affects relationships, how it affects you individually as an individual person, and then how it affects you when you get into a relationship and you have unresolved soul ties, ungodly soul ties. And then sometimes the soul ties are not ungodly, and we've just not basically dealt with some things that need to be dealt with so that we can recapture that beautiful relationship that God desires for us to have. Well, tonight I want to do a demonstration, and I want to show you this. And the only way that I can be able to do this is by showing you it through using a piece of paper. I've actually split in half typing paper, 8 by 10, and I've split it in half, right? And I want to use this to demonstrate how soul ties affect us as individuals. Right here you have one whole individual and you have another whole individual. Okay, so let's look at this and look at how it affects us. Like I always state, we're no longer unmarried virgins, a lot of us. My show is for those of us who have been affected in relationship, who may have had failed relationships and are trying to work your way back to wholeness, or you may be in a relationship right now and it's not going the way that you thought it should go, and you need some advice. You need to find out, what is it that's hindering me? And 9 times out of 10, I find that a lot of things that are affecting new relationships are soul ties from old relationships. Okay, so let's deal with this. Okay, you got a whole individual right here and you got a whole individual right here. Okay, so I'm going to put one piece of paper down and I'm going to use this as, let's just say me, for instance. I'm always using me as an example. And basically, let's say that, okay, I have one relationship and put that over there, and basically, okay, that didn't work out. I had another relationship and it was intimate also, and that didn't work out either. So I tried again and they left as well. That didn't work out, or I left, or tried again. That didn't work out either. That's four intimate relationships that I've just torn off. And basically, some of us, many of us have had well over 4 relationships. Let's go ahead and let's do 5. I guess if you've had 5 intimate relationships, that don't make you so bad, does it? So tore that off, and here I am again. And basically, we get into a relationship with someone that hasn't had all the baggage, or they come into the relationship as a whole person, but we're still dealing with the baggage from our old relationships, because basically the more that we've tried, looks like the worst off we've gotten, with relationship, and probably the worst off we've gotten with trying to intertwine with individuals. So basically, you've got an individual that's dealing with a lot of broken relationships, and they come to someone that may have not had as many broken relationships or have dealt with their stuff. Okay, and so basically, the Word of God says that when we come together, and we're coming together relationally for covenant, it says, and the two shall become one. So the Bible was speaking of 2 whole individuals merging themselves together to become one flesh. But because I've had so many relationships and I've been broken through so many relationships, I'm basically not one flesh. I'm basically a fragmented person with parts of my soul torn away from me. And I'm trying to create a new relationship with someone else, but I'm bringing them all of my baggage. And they have to deal with a half of individual that has almost half of their soul torn apart, and it's in different places. So that can bring a whole other dynamic into a relationship that creates havoc in a relationship, especially when we are still carrying around hurt and pain from abandonment and rejection and abuse and so many other things that come with being a fragmented soul. I call it a fragmented soul. As I was reading as well, a lot of people say that your soul does become fragmented when you've left parts of you in other places and you've had relationships. And the more relationships you have, the worse off that you become, because your soul has been connected to these individuals. And the only way to gain that back is that we have to deal with it. We have to deal with forgiveness. We have to acknowledge some things. Well, I'm not going to give you too much tonight, but these are some of the things that we're going to be dealing with on Friday night at 8 p.m. I admonish you all, please get the TuneIn app. Right now, the AGM Network's page is under construction, but we ask that you go on your phones or go on your computers, download that TuneIn app and go to AGM Radio Network. They have a logo and it looks like a microphone, a rainbow colored microphone. Go and download that app at TuneIn. Tune into the AGM Radio Network on Friday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. We are going to be talking about some things. We're going to be having some fun again. I'm going to be dealing with soul ties. Your body's here with me, but your mind is on the other side of town. We are going to gain back our fragmented soul. We're getting ready to bring it back together. Pull it together. Look at somebody, say, pull it together, girl. Pull it together, boy. You can have a good relationship. It ain't all bad. I've got some guests that are coming on with me this week. Some life coaches that will be coming on. Of course, marriage mechanics, they may be out, but they'll be giving their input. So we're looking to have an awesome show. I love you guys. Thank you so much for being a wonderful participating listening audience. And we're looking forward to having an awesome time. Also, our website is up, www.real, REAL, relationship, 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 excuse me, I've said that quite a few times. It's realrelationshipradio.com, www.realrelationshipradio.com. Go on our site, look at our site. We also have a place there called Lady Mail. If you're looking for advice, you're looking for any information, or if you just want to vent, you done been through some stuff and you just want to vent, you tired, you want to talk about it, you don't want anybody to know, leave us some mail, leave us some Lady Mail, and the crew will answer those questions. We'll try to give advice to the best of our ability and God's ability, not just from us. Our experience is good, but the word of God is even better. So we have fun, but we do want to give you an element of healing, wholeness, restoration, real, raw, relevant, grown folk talk. I look forward to being with you on Friday night. I see you then. This is the lady. I'm signing out.